Hello Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Hello.
National Apprenticeship Week this week, quite a big week across the country. You've just set yourself up with an apprenticeship, haven't you?
Yeah, with Kalili.
So that's particularly dealing with drylining and interior, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get onto the interview with Kalili?
I done a 2-week course with Kalili to get onto Kalili, and I done a CSCS test and I passed it first time.
And now that you're on the apprenticeship, you're going to start in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
what
no,
your family sort of saying?
They're pretty chuffed with me actually.
Yeah.
A lot.
Good. And was there a nice group that you had to work with?
It was a pretty good group actually. Got along with everyone. Everyone helped everyone, and done pretty good actually.
Lovely. And now that you're going to start your apprenticeship, what's your future prospects?
Stay on the construction. Hopefully own my own business in the future.
Actually, when I left school, because I was one of those people where I was always thinking, what do I want to do? And I realised I was looking into things that I was quite interested in, and I really like hairdressing. I really want to always know about hair and how it works and what happens if you do this with it and what happens if you put it in this angle. So it kind of just made me want to learn more about it and do something with it.
Important for you that is one of the sort of positive things about an apprenticeship is the fact that you're training and you're learning, but you're also earning a wage at the same time.
Oh yeah, that is actually quite a really good thing, because what it does is, if you realise in most like uni and those sort of things, you don't have experience, so you can't get into jobs very easily, whereas this, you're already learning, you're getting your qualification, which they all have similar meanings to it when you're going, and you have work experience, so you know what it's like in school life and you know what work life is about, which also makes it easier for you to get jobs when you've come out completely. So if you were to leave that work placement and you finished here, then you can turn around and go, yep, I've got the qualification, yep, I have the work experience at the same time, and I've got some sort of money in my pocket.
What was it like being other apprentices? So your training day at college?
It was helpful, because when we're doing coursework, it was all related to what you was doing in your job role as optional units, and then you had your main unit. So if I was struggling on something, I did have that support of other sort of apprentices, and they could advise me on stuff. And actually seeing how administration is sort of cross board, however certain companies do it differently, and a lot of them worked in Enfield Council, so I could see the way we worked as a company compared to how they worked, so it was quite nice to see the difference.
And did you ever think about going to university rather than doing an apprenticeship?
No, never.
Why did you not want to go to university?
I didn't want to get in debt because I've seen so many people through my friends and family go to university and get stuck in the cycle of being there for 4 years, being up to date in £30,000 and not being able to get a job. And I just didn't want to do that, and especially at the age of 17, I didn't want to follow the route of going into university, doing a degree which wasn't relevant to what I actually wanted to do in the future, and having to pay something off that I had no idea about. So I always thought if I did need to go to university to progress professionally, I can always do that at a later time. I didn't need to do it right then, right now, like everybody else was doing. So it didn't interest me at that particular moment.